Hello everybody. Today we are going to know the chapter Analytical Chemistry. What is the definition of analytical chemistry? It is the branch of chemistry which deals with the experimental study of substance both by qualitative as well as quantitative means. Now what is qualitative analysis? It deals with the identification of unknown substance by chemical test. And quantitative analysis means it deals with the determination of the amount or percentage of one or more constituent of a sample. Now, qualitative analysis takes place with the help of a reagent. What is reagent? A reagent is a substance that reacts with another substance. When a reagent and in chemistry laboratory, alkalis are the most important reagent. When alkalis are added to the salt solution, then a colored precipitate of metallic hydroxide formed. From this, we can identify the metal ion. Now, what is precipitation? It is the process of formation of an insoluble solid by mixing up of the solution. So from this colored precipitate, we can identify a metal ion. Now see the color of ions. First we should remember all cations and anions are colorless, but except in case of cations. Ferrous ion, its color is light green. Ferric ion, color is yellow. Cupric ion, color is blue. Now manganese ion, color pink. Nickel ion, color green. Chromium ion, color green. And in case of anion, MnO4, its color is pink. Dichromate, color is orange. And chromate, color is yellow. This is for manganate. This means manganate color is pink. Dichromate color orange. And chromate the color of chromate is yellow. Now, action of alkalis means NaOH and NH4OH on salt solution. See a salt solution FeSO4, its color is light green. When it reacts with NaOH, here displacement reaction takes place. So, what is displacement reaction? A chemical reaction in which two substances react with each other and they exchange their radicals and form new two substance. This is known as displacement reaction. Here displacement reaction takes place. Fe, this means A, SO4 means B, Na means A, Na means C and OH D. So they exchange the radicals. This means metallic hydroxide form FeOH is formed and Na2SO4 is formed. Sodium sulfate is formed, and the color this color is dirty green color, and it is insoluble. When it reacts with NH4OH, same when it reacts with NH4OH, what happens? Same, first FeOH metallic hydroxide is formed, which color is dirty green, and NH4 ammonium sulfate is formed. Ammonium sulfate is formed, and these are insoluble. And when in NaOH and NH4OH, excess added with FeSO4, it's also insoluble. Insoluble precipitate is formed. This sign means insoluble. So when NaOH or NH4OH added with FeSO4, this is ferrous sulfate solution, then a dirty green color precipitate is formed. Metallic hydroxide, this means metallic hydroxide is formed and Na2SO4 and NH4 is formed, and insoluble precipitate is formed. Now again FeCl3, ferric chloride, its color is yellow. When it reacts with NaOH, what happens? Same as metallic hydroxide is formed. Which color is? Reddish brown. Which color is? Reddish brown. And NaCl is formed. It is also insoluble. When NH4OH is added, same as FeOH whole 3, which color is reddish brown, plus NH4Cl is formed. And in this case, precipitate is insoluble precipitate is formed. When excess NaOH and excess NH4OH is added with FeCl3, again insoluble precipitate is formed. Insoluble precipitate is formed. Now, in case of zinc sulfate, what happens when it reacts with NaOH? First, it is colorless. When it is react with NaOH, then first metal hydroxide is formed and Na2SO4 is formed, and the color of metal hydroxide, this means zinc hydroxide, is white gelatinous solid. This means semi-solid color. Now, same as when NH4OH is added, same ZnOH whole 2 plus NH4 whole 2 SO4 is formed. But when excess NaOH is added, what happens when excess NaOH or NH4OH is added? When excess NaOH is added, then metallic hydroxide plus excess NaOH. Then sodium zincate, Na2ZnO2. Sodium zincate is formed plus H2O. It is colorless solution. Then it is soluble, and colorless clear solution is formed. Sodium zincate is formed. When excess NH4OH is added, what happens? See, NH4OH, then Zn, NH3 whole 4, OH whole 2 plus 4H2O. This means tetraamine zinc hydroxide is formed. Tetraamine zinc hydroxide is formed, which is soluble. This means a clear solution is formed. First, in case of ZnSO4, when NaOH is added, then first a gelatinous white semi-solid is formed. When excess NaOH or NH4OH is added, then a clear solution, soluble solution is formed. Now what happens when lead chloride react with sodium hydroxide? First, its color is colorless. Lead hydroxide is formed. Lead hydroxide, which is insoluble. And NaCl is formed. Its color is chalky white. A chalky white precipitate is formed and NaCl is formed. When lead chloride react with NH4OH, same as lead hydroxide, which color is chalky white, insoluble precipitate is formed and NH4Cl is formed. But when excess NaOH or NH4OH is added, what happens? When excess NH4OH is added, then it is insoluble, same insoluble. But when NaOH is added, then lead hydroxide plus excess sodium hydroxide, then sodium plumbate, this means Na2 PbO2 plus H2O is formed and which is soluble. And a colorless clear solution is formed which is soluble. So first, in case of lead chloride, when it reacts with NaOH, then chalky white precipitate, first chalky white insoluble precipitate is formed. And when it reacts with NH4OH, same as lead hydroxide, insoluble chalky white precipitate is formed. But when excess NaOH is formed, excess NaOH is added, then sodium plumbate, this means a soluble clear solution is formed. But when excess NH4OH is added, it is no reaction, this means it is insoluble. But in case of copper chloride, when it reacts with NaOH, then COOH whole 2, its color is blue, a precipitate of pale blue. Pale blue precipitate is formed first plus NaCl. Now when NH4OH is added, same as COOH whole 2, a pale blue precipitate plus NH4Cl is formed. Now when excess NaOH is added, in case of copper chloride, there is also insoluble precipitate formed. But when NH4OH, excess NH4OH is added, then what happens? OH whole 2 plus excess NH4OH. Then a soluble solution, this means CuNH4, NH3 whole 4, OH whole 2 plus 4H2O is formed. Its color is deep blue color, and this is tetraamine cupric hydroxide. So in case of lead chloride, it is dissolved, it is soluble in excess NaOH, and in case of copper chloride, copper ion, it is soluble in excess NH4OH. Now see our question. Write the observation and balanced equation for the following. First one, sodium hydroxide is added dropwise till in excess to solution of zinc sulfate. See what happens. First, when sodium hydroxide is added to zinc sulfate, ZnSO4, its color is colorless, plus NaOH. First, double displacement reaction takes place. So, ZnOH zinc hydroxide plus Na2SO4 is formed. and it is white, gelatinous. This means semi-solid precipitate is formed. But when excess sodium hydroxide is added, then ZnOH whole 2 plus excess NaOH then sodium zincate Na2 ZnO2 plus H2O is formed. It is a colorless clear solution. This means it is soluble clear solution is formed. Now second question. When ammonium hydroxide is added first in a small quantity and then in excess to a solution of copper sulfate, see what happens? Copper sulfate. This means CuSO4. Its color is blue. Plus NH4OH. Then from Cu, copper hydroxide, a precipitate, insoluble precipitate, plus NH4, NH4 whole 2 SO4 is formed. Then when excess NH4OH is added and it is pale blue, a pale blue precipitate is from, insoluble precipitate is from. When excess NH4OH is added, what happens? Then CuOH whole 2 plus excess NH4OH. Then CuNH3 whole 4 OH whole 2 plus H2O. A deep blue soluble solution, clear solution is formed. This is known as tetramine copper hydroxide. So this is for analytical chemistry. Thank you.